sort of center stage on the Yes Network. I'm a Yankees fan, and I like all the other shows they do. And center stage, they get good interviews. I saw the Spike Lee one, and etc. They had Jay-Z on, and I like when they asked Jay-Z, do you like recording, performing, or what part of it he liked. He said the recording is the most fun because you get to create your vision of how you want to present yourself musically. And he said but the illest part is the performance, because now you get to watch people react to the song that you made, that now you're performing and they know the words. And there's certain times I'll take him out and you'll hear people going, not a game, not a game. And we're like, dang, he never even played there yet. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like, dang, you know that song?
Speed of the internet.
Or they'll go knock, knock, knock. And we're like, the video's not even out yet. But maybe they've seen other viral stuff, but regardless, they're following and paying attention to what we're doing already, to where when we hear somebody out in the crowd doing that already, or they already say, hey, Nick Jarvis, and we're like, how you know him? Mm-hmm. He's not even out yet.
And sometimes, and more, I see people, especially cats in the front row, because those first couple rows are always out of their minds. They're just crazy. So, like, I'll see cats in the front row rhyming along to every word now, and to me, that's crazy, because it's like, it's Premier's show. It ain't my show. It's like DJ Premier featuring Nick Jarvis, but, I see cats rhyming along to every word, and I give them love. I'll jump off the stage, and I'm rocking with them. I'm holding their hands, just rocking with them, because that's love, man. And I see it building, and I even see by the end of the show how much more love I get, as opposed to like when he first announces me. Mm-hmm. Some people know who I am, most people don't. And by the end, I know I do my thing because I'm passionate about it, and I care. I care that much to go in every show. So by the time it's over, I know that I've acquired a lot more fans, and people look forward to checking me out more. So, it's just about doing your job the way you need to do it, keeping it all business, but still doing it with a passion. You know what I mean? Because it ain't just about the money, man. Mm-hmm. That money will come. Yep. That money will come if you're doing it for the right reason.
Now, what's the science behind the name All Year Round?
Well, it's just year round.
Oh, year round. Excuse me. Pardon.
Because I've never really had time to take breaks. My whole career, I've been just nonstop. Banging them out. So year round was the most appropriate thing to match. And again, just from an artist standpoint and being creative and artistic, I had to have a name that matched who I am. And year round records is definitely that. Even with all the artists I produce on the side, no matter who I'm producing or working with, I'm never ever taking a break. I used to take vacations all the time, and now, shit, I wish I could take one, but that'll come later, because you gotta visualize what your future is in order to step into it. I visualized this, and I did a lot of slow starts that actually crippled all of us as a family, but they still stuck with me and said, man, I'm getting frustrated, but I'm gonna stick it out with you. And I'm working on correcting all that stuff now, which for some reason it's working in our favor, because even though we've been working on this for a couple of years to get these projects right, they still seem like they're ready and right for now. It doesn't seem like, oh man, what's old now, we gotta start all over. Nah, this stuff still sounds relevant to what our vision was, so let's stay on that vision.
Musically, what's the difference between working with artists like Christina Aguilera versus, hip hop artists? As a producer, what is different from the way that you would approach the music?
Everything is based on the artists themselves. Like Christina told me what her vision was, because that's what Guru used to always call me, a beat tailor. Because he said, man, you could just describe it to him and I can make it exactly your theme music for your vision. So one thing I like about my artists, like with Jarvis and with the NYGs, they are like, man, I want to do a song called this. I want to do another song like this. Oh, you know what I want to do? And they're coming at me like that. They're not like, man, I've been thinking. They're like, yo, you know what else I want to do? I want to do this and this. Oh, that's dope. Let's write it down. Like, you see my room, there's all the albums are written on the wall with the titles, and that was the last person I ever did that with was Gangstar. So I said, let's go back to that formula of what Gangstar did, and let me shape my part of the job that way. So he started, even taking Jarvis on the road with me, we started coming up with song titles, and just from experiences that happened to us on the road, where they're going to not just be where only artists can relate. Regular people that have no experience in the music business can be able to relate, and that's what our music is about, communicating to be on the same page.
Now, we spoke to Marco Polo earlier in the year. He said the difference
whack.
between a beat maker and a producer.
That's my dude,
I love
man.
Marco, man.
He said the
Marco, we were in Australia with Marco. We had a good time, man. We had a good time. Shout out to Juju for getting Marco's jacket, camera, and cell phone back.
Oh!
Word. Somebody got grimy backstage,
Shout out to Juju
man.
and Beat Nuts, man. Shout out to Psycho Les, too.
No doubt.
Yeah. I just spoke to Psycho Les yesterday. Jazzy J, the legendary Jazzy J from Zulu Nation, called me. Yo, I just want to say what's up, and it was Psycho Les. And yeah, we all toured together. Like you said, Marco, Master Ace, Edo G, the Beat Nuts, and us. And it was just a fun tour. And also shout out to Total Eclipse and Executioners. Rest in peace to Rock Raider. He was out on his own by himself, and he just happened to be in the same area, so he was put on the bill with us, and it was dope, man.
Yeah, he killed it too.
Good tour, good tour.
He said that the difference between a beat maker and a producer is a producer's ability to tell the artist to shut the fuck up.
Oh, for sure.
How do you intervene without crushing a new artist's spirit? How do you tell them, you know what, don't rap like this, rap like this, or come through the measure like this?
You just gotta be honest and tell them, like, yo, it's not sounding like what we're here to do. You know, there's sometimes Panchy from NYG to get mad. Man, you know, this is the way I wrote it. This is the way I put it down. Okay, but you're not putting it down to the level of what made me like you. What makes me like you is not what you're giving me. I said, you know the way you talk to us when we just hanging and you just give me that and just do it in rhythm.
Yeah, the more Panchy you can get on the track, like for real, like his personality,
it's crazy.
The more you can get it at, forget it, man. That dude, he takes over the room.
Yes, he takes over the room. So take over the room in that booth. It's the same approach, but now we're selling something. Your personality that everybody. There's times that other entertainers have been like, yo, who's that dude that was talking all loud over there earlier? Oh, that's Panchy. That's my artist. Yo, I like that dude. Yo, that dude is funny. Yo, he's gonna be big, and everybody says the same thing. So when he's in the booth, I'm not giving him any leeway. That same way everybody's wondering who you are because you have such a presence. Give me that in the booth. And then he gets a little angry, and all of a sudden, all right, do it again, yo. Now I'm like, ooh, because this is serious. You're not projecting what I need from you on what makes people like you already as a person. The rhyming situation, I'm not gonna let you off easy just because you're a good personality. This rapping shit is real. You got to deliver. So, and everybody I've ever been with has always let me, you know, I'm not there to alter them or change them. It's just as a listener, I'm not getting what I hear, and that's what I was telling them. I'm sitting there listening to what you're singing to me. That's like saying, hey, sing me a song with ABCs, and you're leaving Z and Y and B and D and K and L out. You're not doing the alphabet right. So do it. You know the way it goes. A, B, C, D, E, F. They're going A, T, L, 1, 2, 3. And there ain't no numbers in no alphabet. Do it right. And I always come off a little more easy, maybe a little harsher with my guys because we have a family relationship. Artists, if I'm like a Rakim or something like that, I approach it a little bit different, but still not where I'm shy about it. I'm very blunt, like, yo, Rod, you know, that line was a little shaky and your voice quivered a little bit. Can we go back to that line? And he's like, yeah, no doubt, G. You know, but no one's ever fought me. Jay-Z fought me once and never did it again when we were working on Reasonable Doubt on D Evils. And he gave me the whole concept, did the rhyme over the phone, told me what scratches to use. And it was dope. Even when I saw Center Stage, he said his most sacred songs was the Evils, and he named like maybe 4 or 5 other ones. But to say that, after the status he's at now, they said that either those are his most personal, cherished songs, and he said Reasonable Doubt is his baby, and it was all done here. The majority of it, maybe minus 2 or 3 songs, we saw each other every day. So, but to, just using that as an example, everything is that sacred to me too, to this day, to where, again, if it's an artist within the family, I've already laid my groundwork where I'm solidified, I'm good. If I do nothing else, I got a jillion records out there that people hold high in regards of what's the what do you call it, the bar, setting the bar of greatness. So, so when it comes to my artists, I got to be extra hard on them because I'm co-signing them to say that they're the next great thing. And I don't want people to doubt me and go, man, they alright. Nah, I heard they out. They cool, but it ain't like that other stuff you did. I don't want to hear that. You know, when Jeru the Damager came out, he popped off immediately. Hit record, and he just blew up. You know, it was big. I'll never forget Biggie was begging to be in a video with Jeru. He said if he ever does Brooklyn Took It, I just want to stand there and just look hard. That's exactly what Biggie said. And I'll never get that. I had a brand new BMW. I rolled up to his block to go stop at the store, and that's where we used to always hang out every Friday with Big, and Suge would be with us, and Guru and Dap, and we'd see each other every weekend and just drink 40s all weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And to see me pull up and ask me that to be on this album, like this before Ready to Die dropped, that is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I know that those same thing that made Jeru hot, Group Home, Suge, I'm doing the same thing with these artists. It's just a newer generation and a new approach. Like Guru also says, I take a lot of quotes from him from interviews we've done in the past. We just update the formula.
Now, when you hear, how in tune are you with the lyrics that the rappers are laying in the booth? Like when Biggie said, "Son, I'm surprised you run with them." Yeah, he's sitting there talking to you.
Stop the tape.
He's sitting, "Son, I'm surprised you run with them."
That day, I purposely went by myself to see if there was going to be any funny friction because Jeru's my artist. He's down with Gangstar, but we also cool with Big, and like we got love for him. I remember Puff even said, "Yeah, we coming after Jeru the Damager too," and I took a stance on that and said, "Look, if y'all got a problem, y'all can see me because I'm here and I'm down with them, and if y'all want to set it off on me. I would never play both sides like that to be some sucker nigga or anything like that with anybody. That's not my nature and that's not my style now. But if anybody got something to say, say it." And I said, I told, and it was like about 20 guys in there. I was by myself, and I said, "Anybody got something to say, say it." And Puff, said, "Man, we just fucking with you, whatever." But I just still had to keep my guard up because I knew, again, this is hip hop. I know the mentality, and then on top of that, I didn't know how many people are gonna look at me funny, thinking that I'm playing both sides, which I wasn't. So when he said that, I stopped the tape. I said, "Yo, you trying to be funny?" And Big's like, "Yo, I told you I got to say something about the situation." And I was like, "Oh, so you gonna say it on my record?" I said, "You know what?
Hell yeah."
I said, "Go ahead and do your thing." You know what I'm saying? But I gave him that window, but I still checked him on it. And Puff and them were there as a witness. I wouldn't make that up. Gutter was there, D-Rock, everybody was there. Jay Black was there. And he got dishonored.
Snatch up Jay Black.
Yeah, he was there. When he walked in, I actually laughed because off record, I'll tell you why that situation even happened. Because Jeru and Jay Black were cool with each other at the time. It was just a messed up situation that again, off record, I'll tell you. And when you hear it, it makes total sense. It makes total sense to why he said that line. And then I remember Foxy Brown was really upset. And then she was with Jay-Z a lot, so a lot of times that, but Jay was cool with everybody, so if he sees Jeru standing by at a party and he's kicking it with her, she would be like trying to wait for the right time to intervene, but all he said about her was she had fake alligator boots on. It wasn't much, but during that time, it was really, really, really a deep time of hip-hop when all that was going down, but I'm very, very honest with making my statements blunt and clear to anybody, and I will continue to do that.
Okay.